Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you everyone who's been subscribing and watching and sharing. I really appreciate everyone who's been helping my channel to grow. Thank you so very much. I disabled the comments temporarily. There's some things going on with YouTube right now that are changing, like I was saying in my last video, the annotations that I won't be able to write in things like I used to. I'll have to put them in the links down below or the memos. But you can still put your comments there and I will review them and then publish them, okay? It's just that they won't go through automatically right now, just temporarily, like I said. But anyway, thank you everyone. And this is our reading for, oh, by the way, Ash is in the background, my son's kitten. My house guests have left, but they left me the kitten for now. So I'm sorry. He loves to jump all over the camera and on the cards when I'm recording or doing readings for people. So please excuse me. And no, he's not, there's no belly dancing going on. Someone wrote that in the comments. There's someone belly dancing in the background. No, he always plays with the noisiest toys or his bell toys when I'm doing this. So again, thank you for being patient with him. I think he's only like 5 months old. He was a rescue cat. Okay, so this is our full moon in Libra. All right, it's going to happen between April 10th and April 11th, depending on where you are in the world. Okay, the sun is still in Aries, and the sun is exalted in Aries. And the sun's polar opposite is Libra. So the new moon was in Aries, so the full moon is in Libra. So this is about the I versus the we, the me versus the other. It's about things that are in opposition. Okay, the sun and the moon are opposing each other right now. So the emotions and the clarity are in opposition. Okay, your ego and your emotions. And when it's in a new moon, usually your emotions win. With a full moon, well, it's, you know, game on. So a lot of times things are revealed to us, things come to light, things come to harvest. So hopefully things shall be harvesting for many of us. We do have like these retrogrades going on. Venus is retrograded back into Pisces, and Venus does rule Libra, and Venus is about love, but it is about money, you know, and tangible things, but it's about you and your self-worth. We still have Jupiter's retrograde in Libra, which is about partnership, relationships, legal matters, and justice, also harmony and balance. Oh, there's Ash, sorry. And then we have Saturn is retrograde also in Pisces, and Mercury's going to go retrograde on the 9th, and I'm going to mention it because Mercury does move very swiftly and retrogrades about 3 to 4 times a year. So Mercury's retrograde will be until I think May 3rd or so. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but anyway, so we have a lot of retrograde energy going on. So we know when we have retrograde, it's time for us to internalize. It's time for us to review things in our lives, depending on where everything falls in your chart, of course, your natal chart. But if you have your natal chart, why don't you look and see where 21 degrees of Libra is in your chart? That's where the full moon will be really affecting you, that energy, and then look at 21 degrees of Aries and see where that's affecting you. But I did do the oracle cards this time. So let's start with our reading, okay? First off, we're starting what it is that we know here. This is number 30, and this is our Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. And I also pulled one oracle card from the Nature's Whispers. But to start with, Far, Far Away is our card, and it talks about creative daydreaming. Let's see here. So what it is we know. Okay, well, we know what we want. Well, at least I hope we know what we want. Many of us know what we don't want, and I tell you not to focus on the things that you don't want. Don't focus on the lack. Focus on what you do want. And your mind is far, far away. I do like the pink colors here, I have to tell you, because this is considered a pink moon. And I see this, oh, lavender pinks here too. So that's very appropriate. This moon won't look pink, like sometimes it does, but this April moon is considered a pink moon, and pink is like associated with love and then with Libra. So our mind is far, far away. We are daydreaming, or at least you want to be thinking of what it is that you want in your life. Remember, I tell you, if everything that you ever thought of came true, good or bad, every thought, how would that affect the way you think? You'd only think positive thoughts, right? We do have these grays around here. So I'm going to say there's mutable energy there, like you're flip-flopping here. You know, should I stay? Should I go? You know, should I be with this person? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I not? You know, this is what's going on. This vacillating energy, and it's in opposition. It's not yes or maybe. It's yes and no. You're going back and forth. So this is what you do know. You know that you can't make up your mind right now, or you know that you're confused right now, for some of you anyway. It is time to be introspective. With this Venus energy, introspective, and Saturn is about lessons and learning things. So how about you go internal and start reviewing things right now. Start looking back on things in the last few months, or even in the last year since the last full moon that we had in Libra. See what has transpired in your life. See what has transgressed in your life. See what you've repressed. See what you've cleared away. Review all those things right now. And we have the 3 energies, so we know it is about being very creative with what we're doing right now. And since it's what we know, this position, the way it's represented here, I don't know, she looks like she's on a massive stone. I'm not really sure if that is a stone, but so kind of saying, basically, you do have a solid foundation, or a solid foundation of what it is that you are wanting in your life for you. Okay, this is that Aries, that's me, that's I, and then incorporating other partnerships. So there's something that you're looking to partner with. You know what you want in your life, whether it's a lover, a new way of healing, a new modality of wellness, a new course of study, a new career. You see what I'm saying? If you're an artist or musician, you're thinking about this new project. Whatever it is that's new, you're thinking of it, and your thoughts are taking you far, far away. That's good. Concentrate on these things right now, especially with the Mercury retrograde, because it is talking about you going within your mind, that lower mind, and you want to really create something. And since Venus is retrograde in Pisces, which is your higher mind, and it's what you love, and it's also your self-worth, you really want to concentrate on that. Because remember, with this pink moon, a lot of times with this kind of energy, it's like a beautiful illusion, you know, can hide the truth. So we're going to get to that. But right now, what it is that you know, think about it. Is this an illusion? Is this clear to me? Because there is clouds, and that really mirrors that Piscean energy for me, where things are fantasy, that rose-colored glasses. So whether it's in love or something that you feel loved or drawn to, even if it's money or some legal situation, what is it that you know? Concentrate on what you know, but make sure that it's clear and it's not false. It's not an illusion. It's not what you want it to be. Think about what it truly is. Yes, you want to fantasize the things that you want to come to you in your life. Those for some people. But for others, if this is a situation that's going on, that's kind of clouded, and you're a little deluded here, I want you to think about that. What is it that you know, or what is it that you think you know? That you think you're solid in, you have a strong foundation. It's because it's not. It's clouded. There's a mist here. There's illusion. Some of you are going to have some clearing. You need to really get creative in your thoughts. But for the rest of us, we're going to go further now with taking what it is that you know, or you think you know, and going forward. Once was innocent. So we're going from what you know to what's hidden. Now, number 28. So it's something with other, a partnership, which is good with this Libra moon, and 8 being grounded, stable. For some of you, it's a love that happened very quickly. It began something new, and we talk about that in a retrograde. There could be issues, problems, or delays. So once was innocent is about knowledge, means change. Well, it's in the position here of what's hidden. Knowledge does mean change. So there are things that are clouded. Again, we do have this beautiful pink, and we have this beautiful moon there. So we're going to go ahead and say Spirit is saying things are not what they seem. For many of you, things are going to be revealed. Things must come to light for you. So right now you might be looking at this with this beautiful illusion and delusion of fantasy that's very Piscean, especially with Venus there. And you're only kidding yourself. It could be that, you know, you're looking at this very childlike and innocent, which is beautiful. And there are times Spirit will tell you to be vulnerable. All right? But for many of you, what's going on right now, things are going to be coming to light. The things that are going to be revealed, things that were hidden to you, was to say that you've been a bit naive or very innocent in the situation. And you didn't know the truth of the matter. Now, I'm going to say the moon is not clear also here. just as the sky is not clear here, and we do have clouds. And there are butterflies there, so there's a possibility of a new beginning, especially with this 10 reducing to a 1 energy. But you know what? I keep feeling the butterflies are very dark. You know, and butterflies do go into a cocoon phase before they reveal themselves. They change from a caterpillar to a butterfly. So I'm saying here, they're saying that not everything that transpires or reveals itself is the beautiful illusion that you think it is. A lot of times this person reveals themselves as their true self, and they are quite opposite of what you saw them to be. This is about your perception. You were maybe in this in a very innocent way, very open, but there could be deception here. You know, things are not really what you think they are with a friend, a coworker, a boss, schoolmate, your besties, family. Somebody's hiding something from you here. And you are innocent in this situation, though. I mean, this individual, you say, oh yeah, this looks anything but innocent. This looks like a hotsy-totsy here. It doesn't matter what you look like or dress or wear, you know, but it could be hidden, or it could be that this person is the one who deceived you. You know, this person who appeared to be something wonderful in your life, actually, it's going to be revealed that they're not. Somebody's been lying to you, stabbing you in the back. I was drawn to pull the wand and the sword here because we have the fire and the air with Aries and Libra, and they were crossed. But the wand was on the bottom, the sword was on the top. So the sword is your thoughts, but it's also words, sharp words, sarcasm. And the wands are fire. Yeah, they're inspiration too, but the lower vibration. So we're going to talk about some of you. Things will be revealed, and there could be some heated argument here, some cross words going on, some aggression. Be very cautious there. Instead of being aggressive and bold, sometimes you need to be assertive and receptive. So if you have to have this confrontation and talk to this person, it may be heated and explosive, and you might be very irritated because the sun is in Aries. It is about inflammation, irritation. For others of you, they're saying that it's best not even to engage with this person. Once it's revealed, you know it, you have the power now. And for some of you, it's going to be about quietly exiting. Others, it will be a full-blown confrontation. You know, this is going to be different. It's a general reading, but the energy is there. We're talking about this illusion of what this person was and what they morphed into, or what you think or perceive them to be morphed into. Actually, it's who they always were, but you didn't see it that way. Either they kept it hidden from you, or you were delusional about this whole situation. All right, but this is a growth edge, okay? We all have to go through this. This is resonating with me too, by the way. But now we have the Merlin card. I've never gotten this card. Number 33 is a master number. We know that with the Freemasons, etc. And the 2 3s together is a 6. It's balance and harmony. It's the number of Venus, which rules Venus. And it says guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways. Oh, and it has a crystal ball there too. All right, so we see this as a seasoned and wise person, and most people know Merlin as the master magi. There are fairies surrounding him, so we do have that of the ethereal realm, but it's also about the elementals. You know, we believe in God, source, universe, higher self, whatever you call it, you know. And this is actually happening at the time of Passover for our Jewish friends and family members too. So it's a sacred time, you know. And if you're involved in Catholicism or even Judaism, you know what Passover was. And it is a time of cleansing and weeding out and clearing out to keep the truth there, the people that were true there, to God, to loving God, to source. So here, you know, it's time for you to really hone your skills with this Merlin. So somebody's either going to come in and help you with this situation physically or in spirit. It's going to be revealed to you, someone who's going to help. Or someone is going to be the one letting you know about this. Or you're going to be the one telling others. So it could go either way, because you can be the channel to someone else. Sometimes the person is a channel to you. But we're talking about honing our energy. I just want to look quickly at what the book says here for this card. I've never gotten this card. So with the Merlin, it is... You may be drawn to remembering or telling stories and tales of your own life at this time. As he is a wizard, high magics will attract you. He is a guide. You will find a mentor and become a mentor in your own time. As he is a keeper of natural laws, you will find you are living in time with magical cycles. And you'll begin to read and know the messages for time with such clarity that you may shock others, even yourself. Well, that's good, because this is clarity, the full moon, we want to bring clarity. It also talks about growing older need be no block to wisdom, for you will not grow feeble nor dottery. I love that. You will know what is wise and what is not, and the difference between what is worth your time and what is not will shine out in sharp relief. Sharp reminds me of the sword, edge, sharp, clarity. So this is also saying that too. So here we have what you know or you think you know. Here's what's hidden, and here's the help for this situation. All right, so you do have someone there to help you with this. Now, it might not happen right away because the energy of the full moon could go out even 2 weeks to 28 days. But you're either going to have the wisdom now to deal with this situation, or you have learned from this and grown wiser and matured here. You know, we do have Saturn retrograde. It is about your integrity. It is about learning lessons, and you're that much wiser for it. And look, we're always learning. There are people in their 80s taking up yoga, gymnastics. The body's not limited. It is what you do to the body that limits it. God doesn't create junk. Source energy created us to be here for a very long time in great health. So remember that. And wisdom comes through experience. And then with the outcome here, we have this card again. We have the fairy lovers. We had it last week. And this too, the 4 and the 6 is another 10 energy here. All right, because we had 10 here too. And it's in opposition here. You see that? So what was hidden here and what is the outcome? So for some of you, it's directly a lover, someone who's deceived you, someone that you thought was going to be a great guy or girl, and it turned out miserable. Okay, so let's just let that be a lesson right now. But for others of you, it is about getting in touch with that part of you that you need to love yourself. With the fairy lovers, it is new love, courtship, romance, and falling in love. It's time to fall in love with yourself. It's time to look at yourself in the mirror and say your name and say, I love you, without crying, without flinching and looking away. Remember, we attract like to us. So when we treat ourselves lower than a value, we attract people and things to us that will treat us the same of lower value. The universe reverberates back to you whatever you put out. So at this time, it's a time for you to really stop doing that to yourself. Start loving yourself. Start to find balance within yourself and loving yourself. Go out on a limb here. Okay? Take a chance with you. Treat yourself good. I'm not saying go out and spend $1,000 on something you don't need, but do something nice and wonderful for yourself. Start with saying wonderful things to you. Start with saying wonderful things to other people. If it's not in your nature to be complimentary, do it. If it's not in your nature to be courteous, do it. You'll see how good you feel afterward. And that energy will swell in your heart, in your chest. It feels like it's getting bigger, you know, and pounding. It's a beautiful feeling, and you know that you love it because after you do it, it makes you feel so good. So in the outcome here, what's in opposition, with being realistic and looking at things, when the truth is revealed, be gentle on yourself, love yourself. It's okay. We're human and informed. We want love. We want things. You want what we want. It's our desire. And that's all part of us, that emotion, that fire, that energy. And for some of you, it is a completion with the fairy lover. It could even be something was revealed to you. Maybe this person was married or getting divorced, or they lied to you. But they do love you. They kept it hidden. They were afraid. And now that it's out in the open, and he or she's going out on a limb, and you're taking a chance for a new love, a courtship. But start with a friendship and let it grow from there. Don't just jump into something heated and sexual. Okay, give yourself the time to get to know this person, because you need to start to getting to know yourself. Remember, every relationship changes us. We are transformed, and we become like the butterfly, a new person each time. We cocoon during the relationship sometimes, and then when we break the relationship or it blossoms, we change. Remember that, and just understand it's all part of who you are and what we're going through. Oh, and look, be gentle with yourself. We have another 33. I love when Spirit does it. 2 master numbers here. Okay, angelic numbers here. We have balance and harmony, creative energy, and being gentle with yourself. I was just saying that. Start with loving you right now. It's very important to take care of yourself. You know, there's a peace all over this person's face, and you see they're creating in their mind's eye, but it's very fiery and passionate. Okay, and we do have all manner of energies around us. So with being gentle with yourself, it is a time for you to just pause right now. Some of us want, and like me too, want everything to happen very quickly. Geminis want it yesterday. Aries want it like now. But it's sometimes, in the times when nothing is happening, like when we get the hangman, it's a pause in our life for a reason. The universe is rearranging things, recalibrating things, changing things. People, places, and things, just for you. And just because it's not happening doesn't mean it's no. It means not yet. Dear ones, wait. And if it feels like you didn't get the best of it, it's because that wasn't the best of it. The best version is coming to you. And I get it. There are times you say, look, I'm so tired of waiting. Just give me something, anything. I'll take it even if it's not the best. Because we become tired or weakened because we want it now. I understand that. But knowing that there are the times that we must allow the universe to unfold everything for us in the best way are the most impatient times, but use that time for something constructive and creative. With that 33, become a master like Merlin. Work on you. Working on you is how you can get the best of everything to you. So the card says a time of new birth and energy is upon you. Draw on the lessons you have learned to assist you in moving forward. Notice how you have grown and changed as a result of everything that has transpired. Gather information as you go and be ready for new adventure. All signs are positive for successful outcomes at this time. Okay, so that supports the whole Merlin energy there too, and everything going on here. Everything is evolving in our lives. Your soul is evolving. You are recalibrating. Yes, it's painful. Yes, you're stretching. You're being pulled. So you feel like you're going to snap sometimes. That tension until it clicks. You know, I was saying to my alchemy coach, Erin, the other day, it's like when I worked in the bank, you know, when I would have to turn, to open the vault, you'd have to do these massive combinations. And you would turn the combination and turn the combination. And as I would turn it, I'd feel tension, and I know I'm getting close. And then as it turned and it got as tight as it could, and then you'd hear click. And then you knew you were there. And then I would spin it the other way, and it would be loose and free until I got that tension to get to the next number. That's how I'm going to liken the situation right now. We are feeling great tension, macrocosmically and microcosmically. With all these retrogrades, some of the personal planets, it's about our internal tension. And with the outer planets, it's about the outer world, the bigger picture, the cosmos tension. But we are all part of it. So at this time with this tension, no, that tension is necessary until that knob turns and turns until it hits the magic number and clicks. And it'll be different for each of us, every one of us. And that is a cycle. And then we'll go through an ease period. And I know you're saying you're married, the ease is less and takes longer to get to and doesn't last as long as the tension. Well, I get that. And I'm working on that too. I got to retrain the way I think, I got to retrain the way I speak, and I've got to retrain the way my perception is of what's happening. So maybe that'll help you too and give you some guidance and peace. When it feels like this shit hit the fan, look at it and say, okay, what good is coming out of this? How am I perceiving this, and why am I perceiving this? What is triggering this to me? Is it as bad as I think it is? Or am I creating an illusion? Or am I blocking the truth? Where can I become a master and take control of this situation? I like how they're looking at each other too. And it's got a nice masculine and feminine energy, which is very Libran. And how can I heal this? With myself, starting with me, relationships with other people, a lover, a husband, a wife, whatever, siblings, my art, my craft, my vocation, my trade, my health. You see, this is all in a general reading. How can I start to take control? It all starts with your mind, okay? It all starts with your mind. And Libra is an air sign. So it does go in its mind a lot. And the Librans kind of, you say Librans a lot of time, make up your mind already. They think, rethink, rethink, rethink. And with Mercury retrograde, we want you to go back and review, but we want it to be assimilating information. Instead of just going back and forth with the same things that you're butting heads with, opposites here, why don't you start getting some more information? Let things come to light to you, all right, before you can make a valid assessment and a clear decision. Give yourself the time right now to take care of you and rest right now, okay? Well, thank you, Spirit. And remember, it's a full moon. You could always give thanks on the full moon. It's air, so you could use wind socks and whirligigs and wind chimes, be out in the open air, feathers, and write thanks to the universe and God and Source, and give gratitude for everything that you have accomplished. And you can also put your thoughts into the things that you would like, starting with you. Okay, it's me and we. Okay? So thank you very much again for watching, and as always, I wish you the best.